They were forgotten, unseen, left to die. Until one man stepped in, not for fame, not for fortune, but because he believed that every life matters. This is the story of 100 abandoned dogs and the human heart that refused to let them go. The forgotten ones in the silence of back alley shelters and overcrowded kennels, 100 dogs lived in despair. Their cages were cold and metallic, the air filled with the scent of urine and hopelessness. Some had been abandoned as puppies, others were seniors, their eyes cloudy with age. Each dog had a name once, a family perhaps, but now they were numbers, tags on collars, files in a drawer. One by one, their time was running out. And in a system strained by overpopulation and lack of funding, they were scheduled to be euthanized to make room for others. These were the discarded, the unseen, the ones the world had given up on. But they didn't know yet, hope was on the way. A man named Jimmy Donaldson, or MrBeast to his millions of fans, had built a reputation for generosity and bold gestures. He'd rebuilt homes, fed entire cities, and changed lives with the swipe of a credit card. But one video changed everything for him. It was a short clip of a dog behind bars, trembling in fear, with a timer beneath its photo, 72 hours to live. Something snapped inside Jimmy. This wasn't just about content anymore. This was personal. He reached out to his team, gathered his crew, and said 6 words that started it all: "We're going to save them all." The call to rescue, he contacted Big Dog Ranch Rescue, an organization known for saving animals from high-kill shelters. They had the network, the know-how, and the passion, but not the resources to pull off something this big. Until now. MrBeast offered full funding. Find me the 100 dogs most in need. We'll save every last one. Rescue teams mobilized. In shelters across the country, volunteers worked overnight, identifying dogs closest to being euthanized. They loaded them into transport vans, some traveling over 1,000 miles. And when the dogs arrived at the sanctuary, they were greeted with soft beds, warm baths, and gentle voices that said, "You're safe now." Buffett and the broken ones. Buffett was the first to arrive. A black Labrador mix with only 3 legs, he had been found hobbling on the side of a highway, wounded and afraid. He had every reason to hate humans, yet he wagged his tail at every touch. Luna followed, a deaf husky who flinched at sudden movements. Then Marley, a senior beagle with heartworm and infected ears. Each dog had survived something unspeakable. Abuse. Neglect. Abandonment. But as the days passed, something incredible began to happen. They started to play. To trust. To love. And for the first time in forever, they believed they were worthy of being loved back. Building a sanctuary, MrBeast didn't want to house these dogs temporarily, he wanted to give them paradise. He bought a sprawling ranch and transformed it into a dog sanctuary. Each dog had a personal space with toys, clean bedding, and even speakers that played calming music. There were trails to walk, ponds to swim in, and fields to run free. Volunteers were trained to address trauma behaviors. Vets were on site 24/7. Every dog, no matter their past, was treated like royalty. For once, these animals weren't just surviving. They were thriving. Preparing for forever adoption was the goal. But not just any adoption. MrBeast and his team developed a rigorous screening process. They met with every potential adopter. Did home checks. Matched dogs with families based on temperament, energy level, and lifestyle. And to make adoption sustainable, every family received a lifetime supply of dog food, free pet insurance, and access to dog trainers. The message was clear: these dogs weren't charity cases. They were family. And families look out for each other. The day of the adoptions, the sanctuary gates opened to hundreds of people. Some came with tears in their eyes. Some with children holding signs, "We want to adopt our best friend." One veteran connected with Buffett instantly. "We both lost something," he said, kneeling. "But maybe we can help each other heal." Luna found a young girl who signed "I love you" with her hands. Marley went home with an elderly couple who had recently lost their own beagle. The air was filled with joy, laughter, and the occasional bark. One by one, 74 dogs found their forever homes that day. The ones who needed more time, some dogs remained. Too shy. Too scarred. MrBeast called them the brave hearts. He hired animal therapists. Built private cottages for recovery. Spent time personally with each one, learning their stories. And slowly, they opened up. Wounds healed. Tails wagged. And over the next few months, every single one of them found a home, not because they were perfect, but because someone saw their worth beyond the wounds. A ripple across the world, the video went viral. Not because it was flashy, but because it was real. Donations to shelters around the world spiked. Pet adoptions soared. Celebrities followed suit. Dave Bautista, an animal lover, adopted 2 of the rescued dogs and urged others to do the same. MrBeast had lit a spark that became a wildfire of compassion. What started with 100 dogs became a global movement. Buffett runs free 6 months later. MrBeast returned to visit Buffett. The dog, once broken and limping, now ran across a green field, chasing butterflies with 3 legs like he had 4. He lived with a family of 5, including a boy with autism who called him his bravest friend. Buffett had become a therapy dog. He brought joy to hospitals, schools, and veteran centers. His story, like so many others, had come full circle. This was never about the views in the end. This wasn't a YouTube stunt. It was a promise. That even the most forgotten lives matter. That we all have the power to show up, speak out, and choose kindness. MrBeast didn't just save 100 dogs. He reminded the world what love can do. And somewhere out there, another tail is wagging because of you. So share this story. Adopt. Foster. Volunteer. And above all, believe that even the smallest act of compassion can save a life.